And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Commanders coming up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena. We're in a much different type of arena here. Commanders. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Landover. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Let's go now.
They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey. Let go.
Throwing now, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts setting up to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. Jukes one defender. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play. And hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Here's Hurts. Looking right, and he brings it in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's an option left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And it's caught. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On first down, they'll run. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I mean, I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Landover right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Option headed to the left on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Daniels. He's got it, room to run. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Shot alert, chop it, roll, reload.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Brayden Mann on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long. Daniels now. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Option design here. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Now Daniels to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The best defenses you can go look at through the decades are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he drives it up past the 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the 46. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he
Ball
provoked?
start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Hurts to throw. Open receiver, caught. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Commanders 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Fires over the middle. Caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Daniels. Brought in by Burks. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. He'll get this one to Brown. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. To the line we go. They're set first and 10. Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 39. And the Commanders get home, they drop in. So now here's third and 5. He'll throw it. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They go play action here. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Now Hurts. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Commanders pick this one up. Big man with a big return on the fumble. Oh, man, and he wasn't the only one running, was he? He had a cadre of defenders with him on the field. And the teammates were running along with him on the sideline, too.
It's just so cool to see, Kate. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just picking each other up. Those guys know that these big fellas do so much of the dirty work up front. But when they get the ball in their hands, they try to do all they can to help their buddy out.
The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, going left. He gets the shot at it on 1st and goal. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They're headed up the middle. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
I think we saw a little frustration vented on that stop. Certainly weren't happy about giving up a touchdown, but they made sure to deny them 2 more on top of it.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this series with an option left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 36. Escapes out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing here hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And he's going to be taken down for the sack. They can't even get a throwaway on that 2-point try. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. And that was his 50th catch of the season. Pretty good total and a sign of just how valued he is as a part of this passing game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give here to Gainwell. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Shipley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. They're set up at the 35 now. Hurts looking to throw. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They stick with Gainwell. And he's tackled for no gain. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Hurts setting up to throw. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Commanders set to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready?
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. One of the tight ends in motion left. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Option give here. Broke through the tackle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Rifles it, and it's caught. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
Oh, he nearly reeled that in, as close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most, and we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, and give to Gainwell. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Hurts to throw. He's got a man left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it, room to run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 11. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he gets this forward to the 19. Gets them 6 yards and back on the positive side of things. It's now 2nd and 9. Again, this is Gainwell. down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push this to an 8-point game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Quick hitter complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Come on, come on. Alert, alert.
Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up second.
From the 47. Brought in by Burks. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. It's cut. Eckler. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. That'll be complete to Burks. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 29-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. They'll run here on first down. Jukes out a one-stop. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And they take him down right along the 30. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. On first down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
5 yards on the play.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they'll kneel this one down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.